Hello there. What you're looking at here is actually the My Geek box, presumably for December 2015. I say presumably because this normally comes inside a plastic slip and then with um, a My Geek box stylish blue box. There's nothing this time apart from a brown paper box. I only worked this out because My Geek box is mentioned on the label. But that's fine. This, I believe, would have arrived with me on Christmas Eve. It just missed me, so it's arrived just after Christmas. We don't tend to ever get shipping notification until the day these are due to be delivered, which isn't the most useful thing, but it's a much bigger box than usual. I have cut through it so I can get inside, but I haven't been in there yet. It is a heavy box. It's much bigger than usual, which I hope is a good thing because some of the recent My Geek boxes have been very lackluster indeed. But let's find out. Let's open up. I don't know what the theme was. We will find out if there was one when we go inside. And we'll start away with what I presume probably meant this wouldn't fit in the first place. So Bruce Lee. Fanatics collect this series. I know nothing about this series, but there we have Bruce Lee. Very nice. Maybe this is a special Christmas gift. Who knows? Maybe they're adding a bit more value to it, because I noticed inside now, despite what I said, there is the plastic wrap of what looks like a standard My Geek box. So here we have possibly a bonus item. Possibly this is in all the boxes. Who knows? I've been a subscriber for a while. I've had my ups and downs. I'm still owed quite a few boxes and trying to get my money back for them. But there we are. And My Geek Box Battle. So that tells us the theme inside here. Interestingly enough, this is also the same company now that does Zappy the Hut. I want one of those. All Soul, I don't know much about that one, but they're all part of the same company. So we'll put the box to one side, and now we have the tricky task I don't normally attempt, which is to get into a box live during an unboxing video. Luckily I have kept my penknife fairly handy. Just excuse me if the camera goes out of view while I cut through. About halfway done. There we are. You can see this is a standard packaging, which might be interesting if you've never ordered one of these boxes before. And this is the blue box that I would have expected. So let's go inside. They don't tend to have information cards in here, so we won't find out that much about whether the Bruce Lee figure was just too big for the box. What happened? This is a pretty small box, if you notice as well, but there's still some weight to it. Let's go inside. So various other things packaged. Start off with a t-shirt. Unfortunately, it's one of these cheap-looking white t-shirts. It looks a very big extra large. Maybe I've lost weight. Who knows? Right. Hadouken Black Belt Academy. Hadouken Dojo. Now, is that possibly Karate Kid? Anyway, it may not be. I'm sure it probably relates to some very obvious film or TV franchise. But we'll put that one to one side. Next, what did we say this box was? Again, this was Battle. Nice theme. Of course, all these superhero little buttons and badges fit very well with the Battle theme. 6 different ones, very well-known superheroes. Although I'm not normally a massive fan of getting more badges than I can do with. I like these. I presume they're official ones because there's DC Comics original as well. If they were just pinned here, it'd be slightly easier to look at them all, but you can see them all. 6 of the best known DC superheroes, I think, to go alongside that. Something interesting in a box. This is the one that's adding all the weight. I have high hopes what's in there. Hopefully not a mug. And we'll also look Street Fighter Unlimited #1. Presumably an exclusive because it's got the My Geek Box logo there at the side. I don't know much about this series. Well, obviously it's from Street Fighter. It's probably not one that I would collect. December 2015. But looks good enough. Do they have a set of exclusive covers in the back so we know what we're getting? Well, certainly there's the cover checklist. Doesn't look like there's that many of them actually there, but there's only about 8 or 7 of them because the one at the top right is information about it. But yeah, they look nice enough. This is the My Geek Box one. Doesn't look to be pictured there at all, so that may tell you something about it, but I'll have a look more about that. We'll find out more about that comic book series for the review on geeksubscriptionbox.com. Interesting enough, we could do with information card, but I mention it every month, my Geek Box, we never get one. Just add that to your list of things that would be useful. So our final item here is this slightly heavier item. Thankfully I don't need to resort to using a knife again to cut through. Although it is quite well sealed up. That maybe because I open that side. It will be a mug, yeah. But anyway, mugs come in handy. I like them to the set of things that are useful. And once we get inside, well, luckily it tells me it's Dragon Ball Z there, because it's not a series we've ever particularly followed, although a little bit about it. It's quite a nice mug. This is a lot of weight to this one. There's a bit more information inside there about a photo mug, so maybe that tells you how these have been produced. So I presume this may or may not be an official item, but it looks pretty good. So actually, this is much better than some of the stuff that's been in my Geek Box recently. We've got 5 items. Okay, it will never win any awards for the best box out there anymore. We've got a nice mug. We've got a t-shirt, interesting enough one. A few badges, not too bad for a filler type item. The Bruce Lee Fanatics, have to find out more about those. Certainly adds to the size of the box. And the exclusive comic. So this is my Geek Box. December 2015, last one of the year. Have a look, feel free to add your comments to the video about what you think about the contents. I'm sure I will be getting some more my Geek Boxes, mainly because I have quite a long subscription, depending how my Geek Box ever sorts out the issues with the customer service and the prepayments. I did make some progress on it this month. I actually thought it was being solved, got through several levels of customer service, and then the trail went blank again. So there you have it. It's an interesting one. Thanks for joining me. Take a look at all these great items and speak to you again soon with a lot more interesting videos.